I'm on another losing streak. And honestly, I've never just sat through one before. In the past, I would take revenge trades and I'd size up and I would either break the streak and make money or I'd blow up an account and start fresh the next day. But this time it's different. I've committed to my discipline challenge, and for the first time, I'm actually having to sit with the discomfort of a losing streak without breaking my rules, and my brain is really struggling with it. So I've mentioned many times that I use AI in my trading, but not for signals. I use it instead for accountability and mindset. Last night I had a conversation with AI about how I was feeling, and today I'm going to share that exact conversation with you here. Because it really helped me work through some negative thoughts and bad ideas and stopped me from doing something stupid today. And at the end of the video, I'm going to address a comment from yesterday's video on revenge trading. No trade again for me today. The price action has just not been there for my strategies the last couple weeks. So I'm really working on just recognizing that and sitting out and not trying to force something. So today I was kind of waiting for, I saw a C long setup very early this morning, but the opening range was only 20 points. No, I'm not taking it. I'm not going to do that mistake again. So I waited for, I was thinking maybe a B setup possibly later in the day. So I just was more relaxed about it, and set an alert. I thought, okay, if it works out that this comes later and the alert goes off and I get the trade, then cool. If not, then fine. I don't need to trade every day. And I really need to get better at sitting out and waiting for better conditions. Also, my actual trading has sucked lately, and I'm thinking maybe my strategy does suck. On the other hand, I'm thinking I've lost 3 days in a row. That's unusual. Tomorrow, I should size back up to 5 micros because a win seems likely. It's supposed to say likely, it's a typo. It was late at night. Okay, let's see what AI had to say to my idea of maybe my strategy sucks and maybe I'm due for a win, so I should size up tomorrow. All right, so typical chat GPT. I hear you and I want to pause on that thought because it's a big crossroad. 3 losses in a row doesn't mean your strategy sucks. Even with a 60% win rate, you'll hit 3 to 5 loss streaks. That's math, not proof your edge is broken. It helps to hear this. I don't know if you go through this too when you have some losses and you start thinking, it sucks, the strategy sucks, I can't trade. But it does help to hear that's just math, relax kind of thing. Then it said sizing up after losses is tilt in disguise. This, I was just like, ugh. I'm like, I just want to size up. I want to make the money back. But then as soon as I read that, I'm like, I know it's right. So it said, it feels logical that a win is due, but that's gambler's fallacy. Markets don't owe you a win tomorrow just because you've had 3 losses. If anything, the best way to prove your strategy does work is to keep risk steady through both losing and winning streaks. So your equity curve reflects your edge, not your emotions. Yeah, I got nothing on this. I think the AI is 100% right, and I need to stick with the 2 micros and not size up. Okay, and then so what to do instead? So it says journal the last 3 trades. Did you follow your rules? Were they clean setups? If yes, good. Those were just part of the distribution. If not, then it's a discipline issue, not a strategy issue. The price action has sucked for me lately, and um, I do like definitely one of the trades last week was like, okay, this isn't one of my valid setups, so that one's out. And then another one was, but it got, taken out by a couple points, and then it went down to my target. And then very similar on the other one that I lost on where it came within like 3 ticks of my target and then went down and took my stop. So, if I think about it in those terms, then I'm like, "All right, this 3 loss," or and then whatever happened yesterday, I don't know. It's not so bad. Yesterday's trade was just a loss, and that's fine. Okay, so what to do instead? Stick to your current size until you get a win while following your rules. Don't let revenge sizing creep in. I don't know if revenge sizing is a thing, but it sounds pretty legit here. This is remember the edge only plays out over 20 plus trades, not three. That's why you created the discipline challenges in the first place. So this is a good reminder, and this is exactly how I've been using AI since like January this year is to keep me in check and to get me back on track with what I'm wanting to do and what I'm trying to do. And when I have these bad ideas or when I'm getting too negative, then it just really helps to kind of straighten me out a bit with it. So I've found it just super beneficial in this way um, for my trading. Some people have said in the comments ways of using it strategy wise, and there was a really good suggestion, and I can't find it. So if you see this and you're the person who commented on using it to get levels from the hourly chart, please put that comment on here. Tell me again because I need to save that. I've started saving good advice from comments in a folder, and unfortunately, I just cannot seem to find that one again, which is annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna listen to the AI, stick with my 2 micros, stick with the plan, focus on the discipline. That's really all I can do right now, and just not get too bogged down in the idea that I'm in a losing streak and like the market hates me. I know the market doesn't care about me. I'm trading through Tradeovate's funded account, which is on Sim, so I'm not even a thing at all in the market, right? Like I'm not even actually participating in the market. So yeah, the market doesn't hate me, but it feels that way sometimes. It just feels like it's out to get you. I know it's not. I know that's not rational. I know I'm not being rational with my ideas of, like sizing up and I'm due for a win. I get it that that's not rational thinking, that's emotional. Um, yeah, okay, and then the AI just said, "I think tomorrow is less about strategy versus no strategy and more about proving to yourself that you can stay consistent through a losing streak. That's the part most traders fail." Um, yeah, like I said, I have never been through a losing streak before where I've actually just other than like a few weeks ago, I think I had 3 losses and I made it through that. But that was the first time. This is the second one I'm going through where I have to just slowly go through the losing streak and sit through it and take the losses and still come back and not do something stupid. Because, like I said before, I would have sized up, I would have taken the revenge trade, and I either would have made the money back and been happy, or I would have blown the account and started fresh the next day. So, this is new for me. This just, I guess, dealing with a losing streak the way you're supposed to deal with it. Okay, I thought we'd end with something kind of funny today. This comment was not directed at me, it was directed at somebody else who was giving me advice. It was just like about sizing in their prop accounts, and it was somebody who was trying to help me out. So I don't know, I saw this and I just like, I mean, obviously, this caught my attention where it said like this poor lady caught in the death loop for years. Okay. Yeah, I've been trading for 3 years. I don't think that's a crazy long time in terms of trading, and I don't think I'm caught in the death loop. I don't know. I've spent $90 American on trading in the last 2 months. So it's no longer like a big issue with my finances or anything. It's not straining my family. I've got my emotions in check. I'm focusing on my discipline. I'm not in a death loop. I'm fine. I'm generally, I'd say 80% of the time, maybe more, I'm happy and I'm feeling good about, just life in general. So I'm not in a death loop. Okay. This channel is not supposed to be depressing and it's not supposed to be like, oh, what, like just another bad day trading. That's not what it's supposed to be. Um, Okay, and then he says to give me the advice I need to, paper trade and then save $5,000 to spend on Mark, whatever. So spend $5,000 on Mark's course. Maybe Mark's amazing. Maybe that is what I should do, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep on with my discipline challenge and trying to just figure out a strategy that works for me. And then he's telling this other guy to get a life. So, of course, I kind of thought that was hilarious and was like, Is it the same one who told me to get a life before? I don't think it was, and I know that's not, like, just a terrible mean insult or anything to get a life. I just, thought it was pretty funny to see that on there. I don't know, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, are you going through a losing streak? Has September also sucked for you as much as it has for me? And have you mastered losing streaks and just, like, sitting through it and waiting for the numbers to play out and to get past? I don't know. Let me know, and if you have any tips on how to get through them, also, I would love to hear that. It's helpful for me, and then also it's helpful for other people going through the same things who might come across your comments. So you could help more than one trader with your advice. All right, I will see you back here tomorrow.